Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen with another timeless pick-a-card reading, and in this one, we are going to be asking, how can I transform my numbness? Of course, there is nothing wrong with any emotion that we feel. We actually come here to experience the lower vibrational emotions that we don't experience back on the other side in our powerful, supernatural spirit being form. But we come down here to experience the opposite so we can understand ourselves more. Like we're beings naturally of joy, so we come down here and experience sadness and lower vibration to see it. It's like breathing air. You don't realize you're breathing air till you're 6 feet or 10 feet underwater, looking up at air and going, this is non-air, and that is air. We understand it more. We have an appreciation for it that we wouldn't have had before had we not experienced. That's one huge reason we come here, is to feel them. But when we're done feeling it, when we've ridden that roller coaster ride a million times, and we're like, you know what? I'm kind of tired of, like in this case, my numbness, feeling numb, feeling empty. I want to feel something more. We can. And that's what this reading is about. We're asking Spirit, what can we do to transform our numbness? And you're going to have a choice between 3 different readings. You can choose from as many of them as you want. Timestamps for all are listed down in the description box of the video. So if you want to leap ahead to one, you can. Otherwise, we're going to start with number 1 right now. If you chose reading number 1, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. This is just going to be to identify, where is this numbness coming from? What is the root of the numbness? And then we'll dive in and see what Spirit says about transformation. All right, well, here we go. Starting right off. And we've got the 7, I think this is the 7 of Wands. We'll take a look here. It's standing your ground. Beautiful card there. We're going to put that up here. And let's see what this brings in. Let me just scooch this down. Okay. Yeah, it's the 7 of Wands. And the meaning of this card, it comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged, and there may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or business life, but know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground, no matter how hard and formidable things may appear. Don't surrender or give up the control you have. Be brave and stay true to your core life values and belief system, which are your best allies and will help you move forward. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone and defend your convictions to the end. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, as this could be a long and arduous, yet ultimately hard-won victory. So I feel like where the numbness is coming from is you were challenged. You had a very worthy adversary, someone that, not necessarily bullied, but they got their way. Like they forced their opinion, they forced their life, they forced what they wanted upon you, and you didn't feel like you could stand up. You didn't feel like you could stand your ground. So you had to, kind of go into freeze mode. You kind of had to step away. You had to disconnect. And this is where the numbness is coming from, because it was so... I don't know. I don't want to use the word egregious. It just feels very like a slap to the face. And it was so shocking and it was from someone, I feel like with this, it's a general reading, but I feel like it's from someone that you respected up to that point. And that's why it shocked so much, because it came like out of left field. And it's someone that just stepped in and made you shrink. It made you want to shrink. No one can make us shrink, but we felt we needed to, because we didn't feel like we could fight them. So that could be, like a child and a parent, where they're like, I can't battle my parent. I can't, I respect them. It's that kind of kind of situation, or maybe like a spiritual leader, or someone who is an authority, someone you have great respect for, and they did that. And so this is what made you had to pull back, because you didn't feel like it was appropriate for you to stand your ground. So, wow, I love this energy of this transformation that's coming, though. So we're going to start here. Well, continue with the whispers of the Lord Ganesha. And let's see what more information we bring in here about standing the ground and coming out of this numbness. How can we deal with this situation? Well, here you go. Solar plexus chakra energy. Look at that. Shazam. And this is empowerment, card number 23. And we're going to just put that over here. Scooch it over a little bit. And let's see what message comes in with this. Feels very empowering, right? It says, rely on your inner strength to ensure your dreams are realized. The blessing of Ganesha is sensing your personal power, being confident, responsible, and reliable. The energy from this card is a feeling of optimism and positive energy. Dreams and long-term goals are becoming reality. And if you've been lethargic or unmotivated, maybe numb, take time to tune in to your personal power. Yellow is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is the third chakra. And this chakra is considered to be at the core of your being, your power center. And here is the home of your self-esteem, your willpower, your self-discipline, and your personality. Ganesha is showing you that there is an important purpose for you in this lifetime on Earth. You are awakening to your personal power and the memory of yourself as a soul. Your healing will be complete when you see the light of your soul and know that light is who you truly are. Every time you criticize yourself, you weaken your resolve. Loving and accepting yourself and acknowledging your value are the foundation of a balanced solar plexus. And when the solar plexus chakra is in balance, you are confident and empowered with a healthy level of self-esteem. You have respect for yourself as well as respect for others. Wow. So we talked about that, right? It's the respect of this other person that made you feel numb and that you had to withdraw from. But this is about also respecting yourself and finding the balance between respecting both of you. You have a strong sense of self and your personal power, and you use it responsibly. So be confident in your talents, love yourself, be willing to powerfully express yourself. Choose to be direct with your desires at this time. If you're asking about a decision, all indications are that the time to act is now. Yeah. So no doubt here. So the same words coming in here, especially with this respect. And it's important, to respect others, but self-respect is where you're going to get your power here. And we don't have to go to battle for other people, but we can take actions and do things for ourselves. Everyone has a choice. This individual can just as, maybe not as easily, but they could also choose to support you in your dreams rather than make you live their dream in a way, right? So I like that. We're also going to pull here from the Gateway Oracle, and let's see what we have coming in here. So what else? It's funny because this card wanted to come out, and so we're going to go with it because it was like, no, you don't have to pick me, choose me, and it's igniting courage. So I see why here. It's I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Dun, da, da, da. All right, so we're going to put that. Actually, we're going to put that down here. Okay, we will put it there, and let's see what this brings in for you here. So the card meaning is about moving forward fearlessly. Gather your inner forces and take a risk. Speak up for yourself by honoring your truth. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a light bearer for others. And the universe wants you to know, being courageous doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action anyway. It's all right to fall down. Just don't stay down. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own beliefs. Face your fears. Go beyond the boundaries of your self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and boldly. Questions you can ask yourself with this is, what could this card represent about my own fears? How can I overcome fear and step into courage? And what is the ultimate outcome if I conquer my hesitations? Wow, how perfect is that? So there we go. So igniting courage, stepping up for your truths, for your dreams, and allowing yourself to go forward. You know, even if you're afraid, the courage is not fearlessness. It's fearing and still acting anyway. And so it is time. Both of these cards are all about action. It's time for you to step forward towards your dream. Reignite your passion within you. It's like the Ace of Wands, Page of Wands energy, any of the royalty of the wands. We'll see in a moment when we pull tarot. I bet we'll get some of those. All right, and then we're looking at the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle. This will be your last oracle, and then we will pull some tarot. And you got card number 49, which says, life is a dream within a dream. Wow. All about living your dreams. We've been talking about that, right? So this is card 49. We'll put that right there. Let's see what this brings for you. What is the difference between the awake and the dream states? When you're dreaming, do you have any recollection of this reality? Is either of these realms more real than the other? We exist in different realities, timelines, and dimensions simultaneously, and our so-called dream state is just another form of existence. Our dreams and sleep state allow us to enter space and time beyond the limitations of this physical experience. This transcendence is so crucial that both animals and humans do this naturally as part of our soul's path here. Not only is the dream state another form of existence, but it also merges with the beingness of this current reality. Therefore, in our dreams, we can connect with our higher self, other beings, other people's higher selves, and other worlds. And these dreams can entail everything that exists in this reality and also goes beyond the framework of the earthly world. There are no limitations, and it is an expansive place to be. Through our dreams, we can find healing, guidance, and support. I like that. You can do dream work. It mentions here to connect deeper to your dreams, you need to make sure to prioritize your sleep and get enough hours of sleep to enter in and out of dreams and deep sleep. So it says, 1, you can be intentional and state to yourself and the universe that you are ready to do dream work. Number 2, you can set the intention before you fall asleep to receive guidance of any kind through your dreams. Number 3, you can journal every morning on your dreams and include as many details as possible. And then number 4, the last one, you can start weaving the dreams together and see if there are patterns after a few weeks or months. So I like that. It's starting here One, this is all about living your dream, but you can also start doing dream work and have this situation come into your dream world so that you can experiment. You can gain courage by experiencing it in your subconscious dream world, and then it oozes out into this world because you've experienced it, you've seen it play over. You can want to, step forward here. We've got the links here in this card here, represents clairvoyance. The moon, of course, means dreams, and magnolia here is innocence and purity as well. So I like this, stepping forward here, this confidence. And then we're going to use the Star Tarot, and let's see what else they want you to know here. What else to step out of this numbness? Okay. We'll do those two, and then that one, and that one. Okay, and they want one right there too. All right. So we're going to start with this one. We have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is like, this is like the dream come true. 10 of Cups is like, life is full, your heart is full and overflowing. This is like the dream that is given to everyone, with, there's love and there's family and there's nature and there's pets and there's, there's just an overfilling heart that is so full of joy and celebration. So, this is this ignition of living the dream, allowing it to come to pass there. And then we have here, and here's the strength, inner courage card coming in here, knowing that you're so much more than just this human. Like in this case, the lion is the human, and here with the infinity symbol is your higher self, the high priestess. And you are able to connect. Once you realize the outside world is so empty, you are able to connect to your higher self, and you begin this joint adventure, knowing your power, stepping into your power, realizing you're so much more than anyone has ever taught you to be. You're so much more stronger than you've ever been taught to be as well. So I really like that coming in there. That is connecting to your higher self and to your higher powers. So that is great. And then you have the Judgment card. Okay, so boxing in the dream here, you also have, this is your higher self up here, calling the human to a higher place, calling you to your dream, to your, desire for your life, your wish come true. So instead of living whatever dream this person is, this is about you living your dream and connecting to your high heart and finding out what it is you truly want to do with your life. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? That's up to you. It's escaping from the reign of this person who had, subjugated you, and who we, bowed to, because they can't make us bow, but we, out of respect and fear, bowed down to them, but we didn't need to disrespect ourselves that much. Yeah, and here's the 7 of Cups. This is the emotional confusion, and this is, everything they taught us. Like, no, you need to do all this stuff, but these are like the 3 things that we want, the dreams that we're wanting to head towards, what we're wanting to do. So it's stepping out of this mental and emotional confusion, and as we get clarity of how we can respect both of us. And respect doesn't mean just blindly obeying that this is what I want you to do for your life and you're going to do it. It's like, well, I'll take into consideration what you're suggesting I do, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it. We never have to do anything we don't want to do. We just, of course, have to face the consequences. But at some point, being in this numbness, you can't stand it anymore, and you have to stand up for who you are. When the ugly feeling of not being yourself gets outweighed by fear, then you don't act. But when it outweighs, when this ugly feeling of not being yourself outweighs your fears, that's when you take action. I feel like that's where you're headed to right now. Yeah, and you have the 2 of Swords. So you are at a crossroads here. And the mind will tell you, stay and obey. but this is talking about close your eyes and open your heart and follow your heart towards your dream. So I like that for you. So now is the time to step forward, connect, balance your solar plexus chakra, step into that. They have like a ton of musical videos on YouTube about balancing your solar plexus chakra, wearing yellow, eating yellow. You can even search the internet and how to balance the solar plexus, and whatever resonates for you, do that, because this is an empowering time. The time is now you to step up and for you to defend and stand your ground for your dream rather than kneeling before someone else's dream. And that numbness will disappear and you'll be so excited, so full of joy, and this will be great. I really love this for you. And that is what they have here. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple of things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me that you're enjoying this content, but it tells YouTube you are as well, and it'll bring you more things similar to that. The other thing you can do is click that subscribe button. It does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out of my channel. And you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to, hitting the like button, sharing the videos, commenting on the video, subscribing to the channel, doing all of that does make the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited. It wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well as suggested videos to them. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more detailed information for your life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, all you powerful, courageous individuals, as you leap forward and to, igniting your courage and stepping strong into your truth, into your dream, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here by pulling from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, just to find out what the root of the numbness is. And then we'll, of course, dive in and see what the reason is or how we can transform it. So let's just shuffle one more time here. All right. So for pile number 2, what is the source of the numbness? What can you tell us about this numbness? What about the numbness? All right, that is the one here. And we got accelerated motion, the 8 of Wands, I believe, which is interesting. The previous one was the 7 of Wands. Are we going to go in order? 7, 8, 9? We shall see. Haven't done number 3 yet, so we will go to that next. But let's take a look here and see what the 8 of Wands brings in. So this card does represent speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. So brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. This strong current is taking you to a positive outcome and future. So what I'm feeling from all of that, this is where you can head to. This is where you're going to go. I mean, wishing upon a star, and you can have movement and accelerated, but motion stopped. You became numb because there were so many things that were demanding your attention. There was things that were saying, I'm urgent, and which was sucking all of this energy out of you, where you just feel emptied, you feel drained, and this is where you've gone numb, because it's almost like recently, there's been some talk with me and my host where I live, around like thyroid things, and the root of thyroid, according to like Louise Hay's Healing Yourself, Healing Your Life book, it talks about that it's, when is it my turn? And this is what it feels like. It feels like, when's it my turn? I have sacrificed everything for everyone else, all this urgent stuff, but it really wasn't important. This is what's most important, is you heading to your dream, why you're here. So I feel the numbness is like, it feels like emptiness. It's drainedness. So I see what's going on here. So let's dig in here further. I'm going to pull next from these Whispers of the Lord Ganesha cards. Let's see what more they want to tell us about this, or more about transformation. So let's take a look. What else can you tell us here? What would you like us to know about this numbness? All right, I do want this one here. And we've got perseverance. Yeah, here we go. Don't give up. Drink of the cup. Here's the Ace of Cups, right? So let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So card number 28. And it says, you are likely to see financial or other tangible rewards for all your hard work. Ganesha's tusk represents hard work and completing the task at hand. There's a legend included in some manuscripts of the Mahabharata, I probably murdered that, my apologies, that talk about Ganesha breaking his own tusk off to continue writing this epic as Vyasa was dictating it to him. So Ganesha's tusk is interpreted as a symbol of sacrifice and strength, and demonstrates that it is important to finish what you start, or what you started. If you've been working hard on putting extra effort into something, it will definitely be worth all the work. You will see the results and rewards for your labor. You may have been working on something quite challenging and important, important, for the last few months, and this is likely to come to a conclusion soon. Ganesha is guiding you to not lose faith while you wait for things to come to fruition. Be patient and appreciate the progress you have made so far. And if your hard work has not paid off as planned, consider that your expectations may need modifying. There are no guarantees. Be grateful, focus on the present, and do what you can with what you have. There will be an ending to a difficult period of financial or material struggle. So they're saying here to move energy from urgent things to important things, and to persevere, finish what you started here. There might be a lot of people demanding your time, your money, your attention, your affection, and everything else. But look at your dream. Look at wishing upon a star up here. And what is it that you want to accomplish? Otherwise, you're going to feel numb, like you're existing instead of living, because you don't have anything left for you because you keep giving it away, right? So let's see what else we have here. We've got the Gateway Oracle cards. So let's take a look and see what they have there. This one right here. Yeah, accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So I like this. I like this energy of, I accept what has happened. Don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just go, okay, I learned through this what it feels like to sacrifice myself and how I end up feeling resentful and bitter, and I'm offering bitter water instead of when I fill up first and then everyone else gets the overflow. Then that's nummy, overflow. It's like the manna, the nectar of the gods, so sweet compared to the bitter waters of resentment when we feel like a barrel. Everyone's plugged in, sucking the life force out of us. Of course, we plug them in. They can't plug in without us allowing it. We plug them in and we're drained because we never fill up. But instead, we take all that, we trade in the barrel for a chalice, and then we fill up and everyone gets overflow instead. That's why I feel like this is the chalice. You become this, instead of having people plug in, they only get what overflows. And then you feel whole and complete and overflowing. And that's actually the biggest gift we can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you instead. So this card meaning says, accept your life in all its configurations. Know that every moment, situation, and event has a profound value, even if it doesn't seem like it. So accept your inner majesty. Be present. You are magnificent and wondrous beyond measure. So embrace all parts of yourself. Yeah, don't judge yourself for what happened, for what you were doing. You came here to experience it. What would it feel like to feel drained and bitter and resentful and numb and empty for giving to everyone else first? Let's change that up. And the universe wants you to know it is an act of both power and faith to love, honor, and accept what is. At times, it can be challenging to truly accept what's occurring in your life. But when you do so, however, you affirm that there's a plan for your life and that everything is working for your highest good. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you can't work to change it, because you can. It does mean that there is gentle yet profound awareness that every experience can support your highest good and spiritual evolution. If there's something you just can't accept, start by gently acknowledging the fact that you can't accept it. And as you increase your own acceptance in life, this will help others be at peace in their own lives. Some questions you can ask yourself. Is there anything that I'm not accepting in my life? How can I embrace myself and my life even more? And where will my life's journey take me if I truly honor every aspect of what is? Interesting. And then the final oracle deck that we'll pull from, and then we'll pull some tarot, is the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle. So let's take a look here. And let's see what we've got here. What's your final oracle message? Nope. They actually want this one right here. All right. Let's see what we have. I release negative thoughts about myself and my life. Card number 13, look at that. Zoom. It's almost like this bright thing in the sky came down and hit her in her chest, in her solar plexus and heart chakra, and activated things, right? I like it. So let's see what we have here for card 13. That says the source of suffering, according to many wisdom traditions and religions, is desire and attachment, as it leads to a sense of lack and deflects us from the divine. Mind-formed desires are tinted by our external programming and the illusion that we are only physical beings. And this can lead us to a sense of comparison and lack because separateness becomes our truth. Negative thought patterns remove us from the abundance and fullness of the present moment. And these thoughts can be down to years and years of programming, false beliefs and doubts that have imprinted our minds to see the world in a specific way. They are attached to experiences that we haven't healed from. And the only way to release negative thoughts is to face them and transform them into energy that helps you grow. The first step of working with your thoughts is to become aware of them, both conscious and subconscious, to observe them objectively, right? We said without judgment. When something is seen and acknowledged, you give it the possibility to heal and release. Ways to release negative thoughts. There's 4 from it list here. Number 1, you can journal which thoughts hold you back and see if you can trace them back to when they started. Focus on that time and see what needs to be healed. So, when we're talking about negative thoughts here, these are the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, especially for women in the world. Not dissing men, but women in the world know that there is this kind of story that's been fed from generation to generation that you are supposed to sacrifice everything for everyone else and put yourself last. And that's not true. It's what's been said, but really, is that really true? So that's a negative thought pattern of sacrificing of these long list of things that you are supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be. And this is for, and men too, or however we identify, everyone has all these expectations of you need to work hard and give, you're hardly home because you're working 2 jobs to take care of everything. There's all this stuff that's there. Single parents, oh my God, you're like being both of them. You're exhausted trying to fit everything, right? So, there's all this stuff, and children too, if you're single and you don't have children. There are all these beliefs about, who you're supposed to be and should be, need to be. We all are inundated with all these thoughts about giving, and making sure everyone else is happy. Everyone else's happiness is our responsibility. And that's why, it's urgent. Everyone's feelings are urgent. Mine are always last. That's kind of what's built into a lot of belief systems, right? In societal, religious, whatever it might be, spiritual practices. But I like this. There is this release of these negative thoughts. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to live your dream. It's okay to balance it out, right? So I like that. And then number 2 is meditate with your breath and consciously watch each limiting thought release from your body as you exhale. Number 3, repeat affirmations as a replacement for the negative word chatter in your head by using empowering, loving, and accepting words that help you to form new thought patterns. Examples like, I love myself and my life. I am exactly where I need to be. I am whole and complete. And then number 4, keep a daily gratitude journal and focus on what you appreciate and are grateful for. Yeah, absolutely. I've done that myself. I talk a lot on my channel. I started a gratitude journal. 30 days is what I was going to do it for. And every single day, just writing something in the morning I was grateful for without repeating anything for 30 days. And I love the energy, the change of everything that came in with that allowed this beautiful transformation in how I perceive things. And the more I was grateful for what I did have, more things to be grateful for came into my life. That's like attracts like, right? I ended up doing it for 5 months almost and I didn't repeat anything. You realize how much you have to be grateful for, but you also are bringing more things to be grateful for into your life because that's the energy you're focusing on. So I love that idea. And even putting like a little alarm on your phone, which goes off every waking hour, a vibrating silent alarm about gratitude. It changes our habit of what we're focusing on too. So I like that. All right. And then we're going to move on to the tarot. We've got the Star Tarot here. like the star up there, right? And we're going to see what else they want you to know here. And recharging your battery, focusing it on you and your dream instead of everyone else. Okay. Oh, okay. So we do want that one here, this one here, this one here. Oh, they don't want that one. They want these two here. Okay. As I just mess up everything, has to be organized. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 10 of Cups. This came out in the exact same spot in reading number 1. So if you were going back and forth between reading number 1 and 2, because of the 7 and 8 of Wands, you might just go check that one out too if it resonates, if you didn't already. But the 10 of Cups does represent this feeling of overflowing emotion, energy, again, filling up and overflowing, the chalice, this holy grail, where, even the little fishy down here, it's like this is the Ace of Cups. You fill up first and it fills up every other cup around you in more a solid way. One of the things that we often say with like that barrel, if we're that barrel and everyone's, we've plugged everyone in, they're getting this bitter, sour water at the very bottom, and we're feeling empty and numb, right? That water doesn't taste very good, but they'll take what they can get. But when we cut everyone off, they can kind of get a little irritated at first. But the first drop, the one drop that they get that after we're filling up is that chalice, and one drop goes over and they have a taste of that. That one drop is so much more fulfilling than the gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of bitter water we gave. So just know that everyone will be happy with it. Trust me. Yeah, because you have the 3 of Swords here. It's the fear of letting people down, the fear of being rejected, the fear of, failing everyone else. And this is the pain. This is what we're letting go of. This is what was the ruling fear, the ruling drive behind feeling like we had to give and give and give and give this long list of supposed to and should and need to and have to and must that we were given. There's so much fear at the root of it because it's those fears of losing conditional love, the fears of rejection, failure, being outcast, right? Rejection. So I love that this is what we overcome, and we are able to again focus in on what your dream is and what this fulfillment, this fullness really feels like, and the benefit it brings. Yeah, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So this is what it brings, all this fullness. And so, again, the greatest gift we can give the world is a complete, full, overflowing us. And, we're no good when we're exhausted and empty. When we're full and overflowing, we continue to go. Otherwise, we get sick, we get, just depressed. We feel all this emptiness. We get bitter and resentful, and then we're no good to anyone, right? Oh my gosh. 10, 10, and 10. Definitely this is about being full and overflowing. I mean, you got 3 out of the 4 tens that came in here. So it is like Spirit giving you permission to be full, because it's what benefits everything. If you're hardly existing because you're so empty and numb, then you're no good to anyone. And this is like, you can be full first. I love it. And then your last card, is this going to be the last 10? No, it wouldn't be. It's the Ace of Swords, because the 10 of Swords, well, the 10 of Swords is unique, but this is the Ace of Swords. So you do get the 10, the 10, the 10, new beginnings of thought and belief and mindset, seeing things from a higher perspective. This is connecting to the capital T truth of those truths that are rooted in unconditional love that allows you to cut away these small T truths that are rooted in fear and rejection. And you're able to see things differently release yourself from this prison of these thoughts that have been limiting you and keeping you back. So I love this freedom that is coming in here for you. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things that you can do. First, for this video, you can give it a thumbs up. That does tell YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and it tells me you're enjoying it as well. And that will allow YouTube to bring more similar content to you. The other thing you can do is click that subscribe button, and that does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go into those settings, if you select all, you'll be notified when new videos come out, and you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, sharing the videos and liking them, commenting on the videos, subscribing to the channel. All those things make the YouTube algorithm so crazy, giddy, happy, excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So you can be part of the love tsunami and sharing the Zen Love for doing any of those things. And if any of those do interest you, please know I'm very, very grateful for any of those things that you would do. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, everybody, as you're going through this wonderful, wonderful adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off by picking a card from the Psychic Tarot Oracle and just see what is the root of this numbness. And how can we switch that and transform that when or if we're ready. So let's take a look here. What is the source here? What is the source of the numbness? All right. I feel like this is it here. Let's see what we have here. Oh, intuition. Okay. Yeah, my number 3 piles. It's always about spirituality, isn't it? So you got the High Priestess card here. That's coming in. We'll see what else it brings here. But I feel like the reason why you're numb is overwhelmed with feeling everyone else's emotions. You have to shut down. It's almost like a circuit breaker that gets so much charge, it has to click off. And I feel like that's what's coming in here for you here. So let's take a look and see what we got. So it says intuition is the language of the soul, and when this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Now, have you heard a phrase or a saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. So this is the nudge here that you have such a gift that can help so many in the world, that dealing with this numbness can help. And we'll get into that here in a sec. It says this is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. And when you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. Yeah, and that's what's causing the overload, is that you're inundated with so much information mainly emotional, I feel is like the big thing in here. That's because the numbness is like emotions being turned off, because it's like it's so loud. It's almost like the volume on a radio is stuck at the highest, the most loudest. It's either on or off. You can't adjust the volume. But this is what Spirit's going to help you with, is how to adjust the volume with all of this. This is what we're going to look at in this reading. Because that'll help you transform and feel, okay, I can turn the radio down so it's not blasting my eardrums off. I'll listen to it a lot more often and hear it. Sometimes, like, if the speakers are so loud, you can't even understand what's being said on it, right? It's just, or like going through a drive-through and you hear the speaker, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what did you say? It is so loud. I can't hear I don't understand what they're saying. So let's take a look here. We're going to start with the whispers of the Lord Ganesha and see what advice they have here on how you can help with this short-circuiting of the of like your empathic ability, right? When it becomes too much and you got to shut down. Yeah, master number 33. I like it. Look at all the support you have around you here too. Guidance and this intuition. Definitely it's worth it to be able to connect, because the guidance they can give us is amazing. I like master number 33 because 33 is for me, master number 11 is like mastering our human ego, character, journey. And then 22, the two is realizing we're so much more than just the human. We're spirit too. And then, a lot of times we're taught that, the spirit must destroy the ego. But no, master number 33 is saying that our higher spirit self helps complete and complement our human, and we can walk together hand in hand. And I love that you got master number 33, pile number 3. Says guidance is all about learning to communicate with your soul and discovering and manifesting your purpose. Wow. So Ganesha is worshipped and adored by the Trimurthas, or the Trinity of Hinduism, which is made up of Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. And the story goes that during the period of dissolution, the water and the wind were demolished and the earth evaporated. Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva wandered the earth to determine what was causing this dissolution. And the gods discovered a huge aura of light where Ganesha was enshrined. And the Trimurthas immediately bowed to Ganesha in reverence and began to worship and praise him. They requested that Ganesha bless them. Ganesha entrusted the gods with 3 separate duties. Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer, and Brahma is the creator. Guidance is based on communication. The soul can send you messages through symbols, synchronicity, hunches, sudden inspiration, dreams, and even direct channeling. Consciously connecting with your guides, heightening your psychic abilities, and fine-tuning your skills to be present and to pay attention are all important parts of learning to receive guidance. As you open up, your soul begins to communicate your inner purpose for this lifetime to you. When you learn to hear and recognize its promptings, your life starts to take on a magical quality. Remember that you can ask Ganesha to support you in creating a raised awareness, and make a point to look at spirituality from a new perspective that may be unfamiliar to you. Be willing to talk to people whose experiences and beliefs are different from your own. You may need to move out of your comfort zone in order to do this. You will be all the richer for it. If you're concerned about getting true information about your personal life from a psychic or an intuitive, you can prepare for it by asking from your heart to receive information that is for your highest good. Be sure your motivations are pure. You can ask the psychic to channel the words that your own soul wants to hear to further your spiritual growth. Rely on your intuition and your inner knowledge rather than your intelligence or your conscious mind. Watch for synchronicities and opportunities. Trust your instincts and pay attention as messages can turn up from a variety of sources. Be attentive to your dreams. You may want to keep a dream journal. And synchronicities are likely now, and it is possible that a pleasant surprise will be coming your way soon in regard to your work. This could even be a new job opportunity. The gods Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma may represent the different male energy in your life. Engage in the energy of men in your life or in the energy of Trimurthas to assist you with the task at hand. This reminds me, the three of these reminds me of the Three of Cups, which for me with spirit is your spiritual posse, your spiritual entourage, all of your guardian angels and spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, of course, spirit, the creator, the whole slew of beings there. This is all about the importance of this connection and not to shy away from this gift that you've been given, this huge empathic ability. It talks here about your discovering your abilities, discovering your purpose. And one of the big things with empaths is you think that feeling people's emotions is the gift, but that is just a small piece of it. The biggest piece of our gift is that not only can we feel other people's emotions, we can change and transmute the energy, the emotional energy of a room. We can't control what other people feel, but like all of us, we all choose how we're feeling in each moment. People make it harder for us to choose love, and easier to choose fear, or easy for us to choose love and harder for us to choose fear. So with your empathic abilities, you can flood out unconditional love energy out into a room, and totally, if it's like you walk in and everyone's down, this energy comes in and it makes it easier for people to choose laughter and joy. You can see how you change a room. Or if you're in a bad mood. I was about to say something probably not good for YouTube. So we can be in a bad mood and we can bring in this dark fog and make it easier for people to choose fear instead. So we're very powerful. So once we understand our gift, we can start developing a bubble of like gelatin or however you want to see it around you, to where you understand that it's just information. I don't have to allow all of this energy to come into my heart and ignite things. Because there's two things that happen when you feel other people's emotions. One, if you don't have like this gelatin mold where other people's emotions get stuck in it, it gets on you and you can absorb it as your own emotion. You take it on as your own because you haven't develop this separateness between other people's emotions and yours. The other thing that ignites it is that if I sense a fear in someone else, like let's say I sense betrayal in someone else, and I've got some transformed emotions in my subconscious around betrayal, guess what happens? My little inner child goes, ooh, I have that too. Let's feel it again, and so it ignites it within me, and I feel an old emotion and I have flashbacks, right? So one, we can work at how do we develop this bubble around us to keep everyone else's emotions off of us, and then as we realize that, it is a choice of what emotion we feel, we can start choosing more higher vibration emotions, still look at those fears that are demanding our attention, especially if they keep coming up over and over and over again. We're like, okay, you know what? It's like if the if a tire goes flat every single day, we eventually need to get the tire looked at, right? Instead of putting air in it every single day. Let's just get it fixed, right? Let's just get it transformed. Let's find out where the little hole in the tire is and have it where it stops leaking air, right? So that's what's coming in there, and I felt like it was important for you to know that. And we're going to pull here from the Journey of Love Oracle here. Didn't pull these for the other two. I knew it was to the side for a reason, but because this is all about emotion, I feel this was the card. Oh, no, just one. Okay. What's coming in here? Card number 30, another 3. Towering Magnificence. Wow, look, and you can see all those beings around you again. We're going to put them over here. So you're surrounded. Let's see what this brings in here for you. Yeah, you are entering the presence of the truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form, yet exists within all forms. And it is humbling, and yet asks nothing of you. It just is, and when we encounter it, we're moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be a terrifying experience as limitations, preconceived notions, and identities crumble in the wake of its light. But you're being brought to this place out of love because you're ready. Your soul has been craving connection to something so much larger than itself, to find something worthy to which it can devote itself entirely. This greatness is becoming available to you now, to be witness to the extent that is helpful, so that you may find the greater purpose of service which your heart craves. You are ready. Oh my gosh. I think all 3, I know this one said that too, but this is about you finding your gift of service. This oracle brings you comfort that your inner path, your opening up to direct experience of the divine presence is happening now, according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it and a new awareness is taking its place. All right. So now we know why. This is connecting to this greater place, and this intuition is such an important piece of it. Being able to open your heart and move beyond this numbness. So I like it. I like it. And then we're going to pull here from the Gateway Oracle. Let's see what else they want you to know here about this. Moving, away from this feeling of needing to shut down this overload, right? So you have planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. Beautiful. I feel like I want to put that one down here. Let's see what comes in with this one. Is this about your path again? Let's see. The fertile soil of your soul is ready to receive the seeds that will come to harvest in the years ahead. Get clear on what you desire for yourself and your future. Timing is vital, and now is your moment to plant spiritual seeds. And the universe wants you to know, every realized dream once started as an idea that took root. For your projects, ideas, and dreams to come to fruition, you need to first become clear on what your heart truly desires. Then ask yourself, is this really what I want? Believe that miracles can happen. Use this time to plant seeds for your future. Nurture these precious seeds so that they will grow as strong as the mighty oak. Take action in the desired direction of your dreams, but be willing to pull the weeds along the way. It won't be long before you are reaping the bounty of your labor. Questions you can ask yourself: what has blocked my seeds from taking root in the past, and how can I overcome this? How can I best prepare for my desired future? What is being sown for my future that I may not be consciously aware of? Ooh, good questions to ask. This is this journey. What is it that makes your heart sing? How is it? What's this gift of service that you're going to use your intuition for? And then your last oracle is going to come from this Law of Positivism Healing Oracle. And then we'll pull some tarot. All right, so what's your final oracle message? Okay. I am evolving as a soul when I'm aware of my soul's journey. Well, here you go. All right, I'm going to put that one right here. Let's see what this one brings in. Life evolves and grows through our intentions, thoughts, and actions, and helps shape our soul's journey. Know that you are always doing your best with the tools you have, and accept that you are on the path of learning and growing. It is essential not to judge or feel guilt or shame about anything, but to learn and grow from every experience. Yeah, so don't beat yourself up, definitely, about this. Every empath goes through that as their gifts expand and get bigger. You're like, oh my gosh, where's the volume, right? As souls, we aren't confined to one space, a linear timeline, or a physical body. Just as we enter into a dream state every night, we are also in this dream of a life that never actually began and will never end. There's a constant evolution through our experiences, actions, and intentions. Working with healing in a non-linear way and entering the web of life, the spirals and the circles, we start the process of understanding the eternity of which we are a part. Are you having recurring experiences, emotions, and states unexplained by your direct experiences? Then this could ask you to dive deeper into your healing path, transcending the three-dimensional and linear existence and crossing timelines. Journaling, hypnosis, and guided meditations could help you into more profound healing work. So we were talking about dealing with the emotions and stuff that are triggering within us. This can help. So in addition to creating the bubble, this is doing that inner work. It talks about a journaling practice, and it says, when you have stilled your mind, sit with your journal and start drawing or writing down your path, recurring events, fears, connection with others, and other major life events that have affected you. 2, begin to see if there is a pattern and ask your soul, what do I need to heal? What do I have to heal from my soul's and physical lineage? And number 3, let the words flow and see what answers you get. The snakes here represent spiritual wisdom and transformation. The black and white represent the yin and the yang or yang balance. And the butterfly's transformation. So boom, boom, boom. There we go. I love it. And then we're going to use the Star Tarot here and see what else they want to say here to round out your reading here. And let's take a look. So, all right, this one came flying out. What else? All right, and that one there. All right, what else? Okay. And that one. All right. So we'll start with this one since it made itself known. And we got the Strength card here. Here you are. You're human connecting to your higher self. So that's just kind of a given with everything that's unfolding here with your connection to your spiritual world. It's everything else feels empty in comparison to that connection with your higher self. Yeah, here's the 3 of Swords. These are the things, these are the pains. This is all the stuff that gets ignited within your heart. And it's great that you are able to feel so much. I mean, it takes a lot for that trigger to happen where it turns off your emotions. But especially when you're, around a lot of people. I know when I'd go to a restaurant, when I first really blew open my empathic abilities, I'd almost cry in a restaurant, and people that were with me are like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just feel that person's emotions. They're going through this person's going through that person's going through that person's going through that." I'm like, maybe we should just get takeout. But so I get it. Yeah, Eight of Swords. So here's the Three of Swords. The Eight of Swords being here, Eagle represents freedom. It's flow, though. It's you becoming aware of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel restricted and trapped and bound in the past. So the Eight is a wonderful card. It's movement of thought and belief. And so this is you really flowing and dropping a lot of those fears that had kept you limited before. Yeah. Five of Swords. So here is the conflict of your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles has to do with feelings of abandonment, feelings of being left behind, left out in the cold, feelings of lack. So definitely it feels like all of this energy, these are the things that you are transforming. And, with this other card we talked about, it's these things that get in, that are so much around us everywhere. So this is why this constantly gets triggered inside of us, which is great. It's almost like when you're empathic, you're on a amplified, accelerated program to deal with your inner stuff, because not only do you have yours keep activating, you're feeling everyone else's. So you do move forward emotionally quite strongly, quite quickly. And you have been, this is just taking you to this new level to where you can really handle. It's like your circuits are being upgraded so you can handle even more and not have to shut down so much. So I love this for you. It's so freeing, and I love that you're not going to be afraid to activate and have your intuition and feel the emotions and have the connection to the spirit world, because it's not going to be loud and you're not going to feel out of control. You're going to realize that you have control of the knob of the volume, and you can turn it up and turn it down at your will and not feel like it's either on or off. You can, still listen, just sometimes we're sensitive, right? We're like, oh, not so loud. All right, I want it really, really loud, right? I like this message, I'm turning it up. That one, let me turn it down a little bit. All right, but this is what they have for you. So if you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me you're enjoying the videos, but it also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring you more of that similar content. Also, the other thing that you can do is click that subscribe button. It gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an option for all, which if you select, you will be notified when new videos come out on my channel, but you'll also get notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also doing those things like liking the video, sharing it, commenting, subscribing to the channel, doing all those things really activates the YouTube algorithm, which makes it want to share the videos of my channel automatically with other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful empaths, as you're going through this journey, please know that every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.